talk about 3 reasons today that you aren't seeing results. So if you're not seeing the results that you want to see in your health and fitness, this is for you today. If you are seeing results in your health and fitness, or maybe if you plateaued and then you found a tweak that has helped you get over that plateau, I want you to share below so we can help out everyone else in here. Additionally, as you hop on either live or if you're watching the recording, share with me what your plans are for this weekend. Hopefully you're getting beautiful weather. It is nice in Kansas. Finally, we've had so much rain. And so it looks like it's going to be beautiful here this weekend. All right, so let's dive in to why you're not getting results, okay? And I have been doing this for 7 years. Wow. And I've worked with a lot of women and men, and these are things I commonly see in regards to people getting results and things that are causing them to either plateau or not move forward with where they want to take their health, fitness, and body. Because I 100% having body goals as long as you are working from a place of self-love and you are not beating yourself up and you are not placing value on your appearance as what you have to give to the world, right? It's a hard line to walk, but I do know that you can get there. And I do know that you can attack your health and fitness goals from a healthy mindset in a place of self-love, knowing that these are fun goals to push for, but these goals do not determine my worth as a human being. So please remember that in this group. So the number one first thing that we have to ask ourselves is, how are you tracking your progress? Okay, so everybody in here, you should be tracking your progress with photos. This is going to be the most telling way to see how you're progressing through your health and fitness program, okay? With this, you need to be taking photos in the same outfit each time that you take these photos, because as your body changes, you'll feel your clothes start to fit differently. And this is an accurate representation of your body as it changes. So photos are the number one way I want you to track your progress. Take them in the same outfit, and then also take them in the same lighting in the same spot in your home. Okay, trying to have like a clear space so you can actually see the changes. Okay, so photos. Additionally, with this, I do want you to take your weight and your measurement and at least have that data for us to dive into, right? Because if you don't have that data, it's also kind of like hard to say like what changes have been made. And I've seen women lose crazy amounts of inches and then very little on the scale, right? So I don't put a lot of weight on the scale, but I do put a lot of weight on photos. And I do think your measurements as well speak to your progress. So first, whenever people come to me and they're like, I'm not seeing results, my first initial response is send me progress pictures. It's going to be the first thing I want to see from you. We have to see how we're tracking this progress and send me any data that you have, and let's dive in. Okay. So the number 2 reason why maybe you're not seeing results or you've plateaued in the results that you were getting is that you've stopped pushing in your workouts, right? Our workouts, we should always be pushing ourselves to take it to the next level, right? So upping your weights, right? We don't want to stay with 5 pound, 7 pound, 8 pound weights forever. We want to move up, and you're not going to get bulky at all. I am typically lifting 10 pounds upper body to 15 pounds upper body and a lot more on my lower body. So making sure that we are in a safe manner, upping our weights as we progress through our health and fitness journey. The other thing to do as you are doing these programs is counting your reps. So for push-ups, my upper body is pretty weak right now. I haven't regained that strength after babies. But for push-ups, counting your reps that you do on your toes versus on your knees. So try before you modify. Sorry, I have a hair. Try before you modify always. And do as many reps as you can unmodified, and then drop to your knees when necessary. For example, with push-ups. So today I did like 5. I could only do 5 on my toes, and then I had to drop to my knees and complete the rest of the minute on my knees. Always try before you modify. And then the last thing in this same category is when you want to give up or take a break, take a breather, or drop your weights, I challenge you to go 5 more seconds. So today when my arms really started burning and I wanted to like drop my weights or take a pause in the rep, I pushed for 5 more seconds just to get that little bit more strenuous workout in. And then I would just like shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, give myself a breather, and then get back into the workout. Okay. And then the last reason, number 3, is that you have convinced yourself that you're following the nutrition plan, but you are not. Okay. So I love you, and I say this with love, because nutrition is everything, and I want you to have the best results. And there's nothing more frustrating than feeling like you're following a plan, feeling like you're doing all the things, but then not seeing the results of that. So what I typically see happen, okay, there are a few things under this category. Number 1, you never dove into the nutrition plan to begin with. You enrolled in my boot camp. I sent you the welcome email, which everyone should have, that walks you through the nutrition plan, how I've adopted it in a lifestyle mindset. And you never went through that. If you're like, wait, what is this? And maybe you missed the email. But if you go up to files in this group, there's a file, and it's called something like welcome packet or getting started. On this, I walk you through the nutrition. It's very important that you actually understand the nutrition plan and use it and follow it. Secondly, with this, some of you have been doing this for a long time, right? And you have made rules for yourself that you follow. And to you, it's like, oh, this is how I do it. Why am I not getting results? But like, this is what I do. And so maybe you're adding in extra fats or extra yellows that you have decided it's okay for you. But then at the same time, you're getting frustrated because you're not seeing results anymore. So you have to get honest with yourself and say, like, am I actually following the plan, or have I just kind of convinced myself that I am? But I've made all these like modifications for myself to follow based upon like what I like or what I don't like, which isn't the plan. Now, when you make these lifestyle habits, yes, it's going to feel different. Yes, it's going to take discipline as you make these habit changes, right? It's a change. If you've been eating one way your entire life and now you're 35 and you're changing your habits, it's going to feel restrictive maybe. It's going to feel different, but these are healthy lifestyle changes and it will be worth it. And I want you to focus on everything that you are gaining. I also want you to remember that as these become habits, you will literally forget how you used to eat. Remember the stories about me driving through Wendy's like twice a week? I never thought at that time I would not go through Wendy's like twice a week in my life, but I don't miss fast food. But I didn't start out with the goal of like, oh, I'm never going to eat fast food again, or like, I'm not going to, I just started out with, I'm going to change my habits. And I didn't put a lot of pressure on myself to like say never, never, never. I just said, I'm going to focus on building these habits. And as I built those habits, I forgot my old habits that were not serving me, that were not fueling me, and that were not making me feel good. Okay. So in the beginning, these changes are hard and they're supposed to be hard. It means you're doing it right, but you will get stronger. You will turn these into habits and they will become something you don't have to think about, right? That's the goal of this. And then lastly, under the same category, you're not eating enough. I see this more times than not. You are not eating enough. If you're like, oh, I follow the plan, but I skip all my yellows and blues, well, that is an issue. This is one of the main reasons where I see my stomach change is when I am not eating enough food. And so for some of you, this might be your situation of you're not eating all the calories that you need. Maybe you need to go up a bracket and start eating from a higher calorie bracket. Very, very important. Jump up. Do not be afraid to eat more. It is not going to impact you negatively if you're eating more of the good foods, more of the great proteins, the great carbs that we have on this lifestyle plan. All right. And additionally, if you are a woman that your goal is to lose 10 to 15 pounds and build muscle, one moment, please. This is something you might need to do to see results. When I was prepping for my bikini contest, I was eating from Plan C. Okay. And I was eating a lot. And so don't be scared to go up in your calorie bracket. Additionally, if you say that you have the 10 pounds to lose, what I've actually noticed with some women is they actually they don't actually have 10 pounds to lose. They want to change their body composition. This is very different than losing 10 pounds. What they mean is they want to tone up and they want to see maybe abdominals or shoulders. And to do this, it isn't about losing weight, it's about changing our body composition. And that means building muscle, and you might even have to gain weight in that process. Okay. So if you do fall into that category of losing the last 10 pounds you feel, or if you're like, I have lost all the weight, but I don't have the tone that I want to see, this is simply nutrition changes that need to be made. And most likely it means eating more. And it definitely means lifting heavier. And it might be something that we look at Time Nutrition for you. So that way we're fueling your muscles to repair and regrow after each workout. Very important to do that. So those are my 3 things that I come across frequently when people are seeing a plateau or they're not seeing results. So I challenge you to think about this. Reach out to me if you have any questions, if you need help with any of this stuff. And additionally, again, up in the files in our Self-Love Studio, there's a Getting Started Right guide where I do walk you through how to meal plan and meal prep in the simplest way possible to adopt these habits for life. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Let's rock it out, and share a tip on here that has helped you. Share something that's helped you turn these into habits for life so we can encourage each other. Bye, guys.